His first rebuttal is grounded in the practical world of Venice. Let him do his spite. Spite means let's give him chance to take his head, right? That is what he says. Now, what is the place right here? Where are they? They are at the Sagittary, right? And the speaker is Othello, the listener is Iago, and of course the audience. Situation is, if I remind to you again, here Iago says that Brabantio will punish Othello, um, and Othello replies to it by these words, right? And in the same time, they both are waiting for the arrival of Brabantio, and this is the time in between, right? Okay. Then he says, let him do his spite. See the dismissive, fearless character. His defense, my services which I have done to the Signori. Right? Service. The Signori is the ruling body of Venice. He believed his military worth, his my services shall outtongue his complaints. Speak louder than Brabantio's complaints. Okay, this is the confidence of the indispensable soldier. He believes that the state values utility over the prejudices. But then he goes further. He reaches the past Venice to an older, more personal source of pride. And before that, when talking about this my services which I have done to Signori, those things, that's about the self-esteem, proud, satisfaction, duty-boundness, confidence of position and reputation, and also about the strength, power of Othello as a character. Okay, so you can note down everything for his character traits, because Othello here first appear on the stage. So far he was introduced by the words of Iago to the audience. Now he really appears. It is yet to know. It is yet to know. Which when I know that boasting is an honor. Boasting means like disliked by me, right? Disliked by me is an honor. I shall promulgate. I fetch my life and been for men of royal siege, and my demerits may speak unbonneted. To as proud a fortune as this that I have reached. This is complex, right? It's not yet widely known. He's about to boast, but only because he feels his story justifies it. This is a revelation. I fetch my life and been from men of royal siege. I am descended from kings. My demerits here means by his deserts, his merits. He's saying my inherent worth is such that I can stand hateless, unbonneted, with informal respect before the noble fortune I've married into. Okay, that is what he said. And now see how he speak of his ancestry. The proud fortune is about Desdemona. Okay, so that's about her. Let's go on. And then he reveals the true engine of his actions. For now, Iago, but that I love gentle Desdemona, I would not my unhoused free condition put into circumscription and confine for the sea's worth. Okay, He says, for now, Iago. Know this, Iago. He makes it explicit. If not for my love for Desdemona, if it is not my love for Desdemona, he contrasts his unhoused free condition, the untouched nomadic life of a soldier, with the circumscription and confine of marriage. And he says he wouldn't trade that freedom for all the treasure in the sea. His love is his only tether. This is both incredibly romantic and deeply revealing. His identity as a free man is voluntarily surrendered for love. Okay, so again, it's about the character of Othello, the loving, caring person who is deeply in love with Desdemona. Okay, because that is his life, the most important thing for him in his whole life. Okay, and when talking about Othello, the whole part as a summary, Othello's service has done so far. According to him, he says that he memorizes, right? He says that I have done something to Sagittary, the country, the state, right? And he is a person who values his freedom than anything, right? That's why he say this marriage is not for money. That's the loyalty, right? And the honesty that he values. Othello's language is formal and decent, unlike of Iago's, right? So this creates contrast. And also you can see the poetic and archaic language. These are the techniques, right? And this word sees worth. You can take it as an hyperbole, which is about the preciousness of his people, Desdemona and her love. And the most important thing, as I told to you, for Othello is not anything but his uh, life, okay, the personal life and his proud, right, his own self. Right, we move on. Those are, am I in the correct place? No, that's more, right? Yeah, for the sea's worth, but look what lies come beyond. Look what is coming there, what lights coming there. Okay, now who will come now? What do you think? uh, could that be Brabantio who is coming with Rodrigo or someone else? Let's see. Okay, before that as well, I have something more to add to you. Now, here, as I told you, Othello just finishes this magnificent declaration of self reality in truths, and then he says, but look, what lights come beyond? The lights of Brabantio's mob, the poetic internal world of Othello's pride and love, is about to collide with the harsh external world of Venetian prejudice and violence. His words will now be tested by actions. Through these lines, actually, this speech, this part of Othello, which Shakespeare gives him the eloquent pride for a reason, because we readers admire him, but we also see what Iago will target. What will he target? First is pride in service, which Iago will convince later undermine. Okay, Iago will convince him his service and his mind is decaying. And then pride in nobility. Iago will reduce his royal self-image to that of a gullible, honored beast, right? Okay, he could use racism as well for this, but still, yes. And then the pride in love, or his absolute love, which jealousy will poison. Iago will toxify his love, his greatest vulnerability, into a jealous agony in the future lives. This speech doesn't just build a hero, it maps his tragic flaws. The threatening is over, the tortures are here. In the next moment, Othello will have to leave the confidence he just voiced. The man who spoke of royal siege and the sea's worth must now face down an armed mob with his composure intact. If you're seeing how Shakespeare built a tragic hero by making us admire his strengths, hit like and subscribe for the confrontation. Thanks again for analyzing this part with me. Often remember a character's greatest speech is also the blueprint for their downfall.